What's going on YouTube? Today we got Los Angeles Lakers Twin Towers to back up Anthony Davis in emerging buyout market. Mo Bamba and LeBron.
The Los Angeles Lakers just had one of, if not the best trade deadline performance in recent franchise history, and now a team that was one of the oldest and slowest rosters in the league last season has taken a complete 180 to be full of exciting young talents from top to bottom. While the blockbuster deal that sent out Russell Westbrook, Damian Jones, Juan Toscano Anderson, along with a lightly protected future first-round pick, in exchange for D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, has been the headline for the Lakers' midseason transactions. An argument could be made that Rob Pelinka's arrangement to land Mo Bamba from the Orlando Magic is actually one of the most underrated trade deadline moves, not only for the Lakers, but for the entire league this season. By no means is that much of an exaggeration, being that Laker fans should be well familiar with the fact that the years-long search for a potential long-term partner alongside Anthony Davis has been in progress for more than 3 seasons now. The day that JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard weren't brought back, the front office was put on a seemingly endless search to replace their production, having cycled through big-name veteran centers like Marc Gasol, Montrezl Harrell, Andre Drummond, Damian Jones 2 times, DeAndre Jordan, and most recently Thomas Bryant, who was the most promising of the bunch, but unfortunately was frustrated with his role, or lack thereof, alongside a healthy Anthony Davis. For months, Laker fans, including myself, have been salivating about the possibility of trading for Miles Turner, an elite floor-spacing shot-blocking center who would have been a perfect fit alongside Anthony Davis for the next 3 to 5 years. But once news broke, the Pacers have locked up their star center with an extension, essentially taking him off the trade block. Mo Bamba was clearly the second best option to go with. Bamba's still only 24 years old, so there's many reasons to believe he still has enough time to start materializing on his unicorn level of potential he was expected to have coming to the league. The NBA world already knows Mo Bamba is more than capable of being a starting caliber center, as he just showed it last season, averaging 11 points, 8 rebounds, over 1.5 blocks per game to go on 38% shooting from beyond the arc. The problem is that in his time for Orlando Magic, the franchise landed the #1 overall pick that turned out to be an absolute stud of a rookie in Paolo Banchero, but on top of that, Bobo's coincidental breakout this season has left Mo Bamba completely in the back burner, fighting for minutes with yet another highly talented lottery pick in Wendell Carter Jr. The point is that it's not that Mo Bamba's bad, it's just that he's not as good as young star bigs like Paolo Banchero, Bobo, and Wendell Carter Jr., all who are skilled bigs capable of generating their own offense. Nonetheless, Laker fans shouldn't lose sight of the fact that Mo Bamba is a uber talented big man in his own right, who might just be a classic case of a late bloomer. Not to excuse valid concerns like Mo Bamba's questionable motor and physicality, but for such a raw lanky prospect like himself, having spent the first couple of seasons primarily focusing on adding some much needed size to his slender body, learning to use his freakish length to his advantage, all while never having an elite veteran playmaker to make his transition a little bit easier, leaves plenty of room to assume that Mo Bamba alongside LeBron James on offense and Anthony Davis on defense will bring a new side of Bamba the league has not seen yet. Being a raw, uber athletic, big man with questionable motor has also been
like
the
the
same
Lakers
traits
gonna be
used
back
to describe former Lakers starting center from their championship season, JaVale McGee. McGee has been a name a subset of Laker fans have been wanting to see back in the purple and gold, not only for his proven fit alongside Anthony Davis and LeBron James, but McGee was equally as important as a locker room catalyst back in the bubble. Fortunately, with the 2023 NBA trade deadline now behind us, such a possibility is very much on the brink of becoming a reality should Rob Pelinka in the front office want to make it happen. As many of you guys may already guess from the title and thumbnail, JaVale McGee, after an excellent season with the Phoenix Suns under the leadership of Chris Paul, where McGee averaged an impressive 9 points, 7 rebounds, and over 1 block per game in just 15 minutes of action on the floor, the 14-year NBA champion seems to be in the pipeline to hit free agency as a buyout candidate. But before we get into the details of why that might be the case, be sure to share your thoughts down in the comment section below on how you feel about the possibility of JaVale McGee solidifying Darvin Ham's frontcourt rotation alongside Anthony Davis and Mo Bamba. Immediately after the Dallas Mavericks decided to be heavy hitters in this season's trade deadline by making a deal for Brooklyn Nets star point guard Kyrie Irving, it was also reported the Dallas Mavericks were looking to find a way to relocate third-string center JaVale McGee. We already mentioned McGee's rejuvenated season as a member of the Phoenix Suns, but at 35 years old, as a member of the Dallas Mavericks, Coach Jason Kidd was committed to going all out on offense, with newest addition Christian Wood, Dwight Powell, and Maxi Kleber getting a large majority of the frontcourt minutes. McGee's only averaging 8 minutes per night this season, and that's only because he was filling in while Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber were out. Now that the Mavericks frontcourt's healthy again, McGee has constantly received DMPs, which could very well be the reason behind why the Dallas Mavericks front office have been looking to move the veteran who has made all his latest free agency decisions contingent on competing for a title. There's no denying that JaVale McGee is approaching the wrong side of 30 as he's officially in his mid-30s now, but also keep in mind McGee has never been your average NBA center. He's always been uber athletic, one of the fastest centers in the league, has incredible length and long foot speed, and last season was a clear example McGee still had enough left in the tank at the very least to be a serviceable backup center alongside Mo Bamba for a Lakers coaching staff to choose from. Anthony Davis is clearly going to continue being the team's starting center, but having JaVale McGee, a playoff-tested veteran who knows how to play alongside the Lakers superstars,
crazy.
as
My
an
son
alternative
Shaq
to Mo Bamba, a younger
destroy JaVale's legacy, man.
prospect who has yet to be tested under bright lights of Los Angeles or the playoff stage.
That's all I can think about when I think about JaVale McGee, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
McGee played 74 games for Phoenix Suns last season, was insanely efficient in just a matter of 15 minutes of action on the court, and it's not like he's sustained any type of major injury since. Therefore, there's plenty of reason to assume McGee would be more than capable of providing a serviceable 10 to 15 minutes of production on the court, especially in a potential playoff series where the Lakers are matched up against a star big man who would normally eat Mo Bamba for breakfast. As ridiculous as bringing back JaVale McGee may sound to some, on the other hand, there is another branch of Laker fans who want to see the front office bring back a 37-year-old Dwight Howard currently playing in Taiwan. It wouldn't be far-fetched to say that given both choices, McGee would be the much better option to go with in hopes of solidifying a frontcourt rotation that constantly throws a tremendous amount of length, size, and speed at you in the form of Anthony Davis, Mo Bamba, and JaVale McGee. Just as a reminder, fans shouldn't be overlooking the charismatic and infectious positive energy that JaVale McGee would be bringing to a completely revamped Lakers roster with a lot of new faces in the locker room. It's certainly not a coincidence the Lakers won a championship in the same season where they were evidently the closest knit team in the league, and given the small window to put together a potential playoff run, a plug-and-play center like JaVale McGee, who is a positive both on the court and on the bench, could be the intangible contribution the Lakers are currently missing. LeBron James and JaVale McGee have excellent chemistry, as shown in LeBron's very first season with the Lakers, where he made starting center JaVale McGee at the time a legitimate candidate to be considered for Defensive Player of the Year. A three-headed center rotation of Anthony Davis, Mo Bamba, and JaVale McGee would be very unforgiving to opponents not only around the basket, but anywhere within 15 feet given the tremendous amount of territory all three centers are capable of covering. So let me know down in the comment section below, if you were the Los Angeles Lakers and JaVale McGee were to be bought out in the upcoming days, would you be interested in reuniting JaVale McGee alongside Anthony Davis and LeBron James?
Why not, man? Why not? My boy JaVale, you know, he could be a piece. He could be a piece we use. And for the defensive reasons, for rebounding reasons, for energy reasons, man. My boy JaVale just gonna bring good energy out there, man. You know? We could use JaVale. I would have to look on the market, see what else is out there, you know, and look at the roster, see what else we need. But I don't mind getting JaVale, man. Mo Bamba, that's a great pickup, though. Great pickup. We looking good, man. Look like Brown about to get his 5th chip, you know what I'm saying? 5th Finals MVP. Feel me? Woo. Woo. Yo, I'm telling y'all. But that's the end of this one, y'all. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure you click on the last reaction. Floyd Mayweather was out there whacking, you know? Straight punching on boys. You know what I'm saying? You want to check that out? Check that out. It's on your screen right now. And I'm out of here, man. Turn on post notifications.